I'm checking and see if the camera lighting is good on this. I hope it's good like that. So I hope everybody's having a blessed day today. Happy Monday. It's Wanda, and today I'm gonna be making some chicken and rice, arroz con pollo. But I'm also gonna add some black eyed peas because I've been craving that. So I have my chicken already washed. The rice, I'll wash it in a few minutes, and I have some sofrito going in the pan already with a little bit of oil that I added. I think I messed up on the first video, so I'm like starting over again. I know I'm having a blessed day. Thank you, Jesus. I'm blessed and thankful, and I'm gonna have what I crave. Arroz con pollo. So, like I said, let me leave this for a few minutes, just like so. I just want this to melt. I just took it out the ice box, as you could see. I took it out the ice box, so I'm waiting for this to come to a boil. There's really nothing to do but wait, because as soon as this boils up, I could add my chicken and all the other things that I need. So leave that alone. Let me get my aceitunas, because you know we have to add some olives in there. So I have my olives. Let me give it a little shake, because I seem to notice that all the olives, all the little peppers and alcaparrados, I was gonna say, all the capers and the capers and the peppers are all the way on the bottom. I wanted to use some of them, so I'm gonna put it to the top. Okay, so let me grab a little spoon and let's scoop some out, and I could just throw it in right now. That's about right. Just throw some extra little peppers in there because they're so yum. And I'm gonna add 2 spoons of the brine, just like so. Okay, so it's in here, and what else are we gonna add to this? We have a sofrito and my olives already going. And it's smelling up so nicely, all those peppers, onion, garlic, and simply delicious. So let that keep cooking. I have it at high heat. Now, I want to take out my ingredients. I'm gonna put the salt and the pepper here, and not yet. I'll do it when I throw the chicken. I just want to cook up, not really even cook it up, because what I want to do is put the chicken in there so I could get all that flavor. So I think this is a good point because this will melt it. So I have my chicken. I'm just gonna put my chicken in there, and it could start getting all that little taste all over it. There's a little water, and I'm trying to avoid it. That's how you know my chicken's clean. Okay, so these look pretty big chicken legs, but you know what? They're gonna shrink up a little, so no fret. So right there we go. I have my sofrito. I have my chicken. Just want to give that a whirl so it could start giving a nice little mix. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. Now I'm gonna start adding my seasonings to the chicken. Okay, so I'm gonna add some salt. Okay, that's good. You gotta add a generous amount. Remember, you're adding rice, and that's gonna need some flavor also. So let's add a little pepper to this. Okay, so salt and pepper. Basically, that's all you need. Salt, pepper, and of course my sazon. I'm gonna add some sazon in there. And I'm gonna grab 1 little leaf from my oregano. Maybe 2 little leaves, because they're nice and beautiful and big. Let me rinse these out. And this is like a Spanish oregano, and it gives the rice a good flavor, so I'm just gonna tear it up right inside, like so. Tear it up. There, like that. And I got my sazon in there. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this, not too much, because it's just herbs and a little butter. I don't care for the butter, it doesn't matter. I don't want the butter, just the little herbs that it has. It has a little spice to it. And let me see what else I can add in there. This kitchen sink. No, not the kitchen sink. I'm kidding. I'm gonna add 2 sazons in here because 1 was not enough. Like I said, I'm adding 2 and I'm doubling only because I'm gonna throw some rice in here. I'm gonna put some rice. And the rice is gonna need that nice yellow color. And I'm gonna rinse my beans, and I'm gonna rinse my rice just as soon as I get this covered. Okay, because this has to cook for at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just in the sauce. So I could get the sauce nice and cooked and the chicken cooked, because the rice won't take that long. You cook your chicken before you cook the rice. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna cook our chicken really good. So that's a nice coating right there. So I'm just gonna add the tomato sauce to that. And 1 can of water. Okay, I want all these little legs up and the top part down, so I can have more room. You have more room if you pick up the little I don't know what you call those toes, chicken toes. I don't know what that is. Okay, so we have that ready, and I'm gonna throw my tomato sauce to that. Let's get the tomato sauce open. Oh, this is not the tomato sauce. Thank you for telling me. Did you tell me? Did you see what I was doing? Because I sure didn't notice. All right, so put the cover right there. And let's add the tomato sauce. Tomato sauce going in. Okay, and I'm going to add some water. And this is at high heat. Yeah, high heat. So I'm going to add a can of water to this in just about a minute. Let me just get it ready. Trying to take off some of those little bubbles. Okay, I have my can of water there. Just gonna give them a little swirl. I really don't want to move them too much because they're like in a really good position, so they could cook down really well. So I'm just waiting a few seconds, and then I'm gonna be pouring. I'm just waiting for it to start like boiling up again. I wet my face. Okay, we're waiting. Play the waiting game, but it's gonna be so worth it. 1 pot meal, so quick. So quick, so simple, and so delicious. And you don't have to stand by the kitchen cooking. It does it for itself. So you can see it's already bubbling up, which is what I'm waiting for. So I'm going to start throwing a little water in there, like so. That's why I added enough ingredients in there. But this is going to cook up really nicely now. I'm just going to cover it, and I'm going to leave it alone for like I said, about 20 minutes. So I'll come back in 20 minutes, and I'll have my beans opened and rinsed, and I'll have my rice already washed. I can show you how to put it in. So I'm just going to find my cover, and I'm going to cover this, and then I'll be back. I'm not going to cover this until it comes to a full boil. That way I know I can reduce the heat. So I'm not going to wait around for it to come to a boil. It's going to take a few minutes, at least 5 minutes for that to boil. So I'll be back. I got to find my cover. Okay. This has come to a full boil. Look at it. It's boiling perfectly. And it smells so good. So good. Like a chicken soup type of good. Something really, really good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover it. And I'm going to lower the heat by 2 little notches. Now, I cleaned my beans, but I didn't clean the rice yet. I took the beans and I rinsed them out in really, really cold water, and I took off all the griminess that I felt. And when you wash them and you put them in the water, when you tilt this over, all the skins come off. I don't know if you can see it, but these are the skins. That's why I usually wash them. I don't like to see the skins inside the rice floating around. So you wash them, put a lot of water, and then you drain them, and then they just come out. So I have my beans clean, and the chicken is getting cooked. Now I'm going to clean my rice, and I'll come back. I'll come back when it's done. Okay, everybody. So this has been boiling for like 20 minutes. And I think this is the peak time, the perfect time. I took this piece out because I needed to try it. It was just floating in there. Tons of. All right. That was good. So I think I washed too much rice, so I'm gonna measure it as I put it in. So I think I'm gonna want about 4 cups of rice. This is 1 cup. 2 cups. 3 cups. See, I knew when I overdid it on the rice. Maybe 4 cups and a little bit more. All right, this rice is already wet, so I'm gonna need to use this. And what I'm gonna make later on, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna make some rice pudding. Yum, rice pudding. All right, so here we go. We're gonna bring this rice down. We're gonna bring the meat up so the rice could just go down on its own. We don't want to break the meat, so do it very gently and bring the rice to the bottom and the meat to the top so it could sit in all that deliciousness. There we go. See? Very easy pleasy. Okay, so now all the meat is on the bottom. I'm not going to put the beans in yet until I add the water. When I add the water and then I cover it, that's when I just want to, it's going to need some water because that is not enough. It needs a little bit more water. Okay, so there's 4.5 cups of rice in here. I think that should be enough. So I'm just going to let this sit for a few seconds and then I'm going to add some water to my can of beans. Because I just wanted it to soak up some of that deliciousness, like it could get the taste of it first. So just gonna leave it right there. We're just gonna wait a few seconds and then I have my can of water. And after my can of water, then I'll throw the beans in. I want the rice to start like, this is like a pre-cook. So it got all the nice sauce on the side, so I'm just bringing it into the middle. Because that's where the rice is right now. So that's good right there. So now I'm going to throw in 1 can of rice and my black eyed peas. I was just waiting. See? It was only cooking for like 20 minutes, maybe 23 minutes. And I saw that the pieces were already falling off the meat. So I said that's a good time now to add the rice. See, that's not enough water, so I'm just going to add 1 can of water. See, now you don't see anything in there. Now the rice can really cook. I'm trying to go from underneath. You see that I'm not trying to mix. I just want to loosen it a little bit. And now I'm going to throw my beans in there now. Because these beans are really fragile. You don't want them to turn into mush. I want to be able to see them, so that's why I'm doing it like this. And later on I'll give it a quick mix and it'll be done. So I'm just going to wait for this to come to a full boil. Okay, we're going to wait for this to come to a full boil and then I'm going to cover it and reduce the heat. So just give it a few minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, this is good now, like this, and you could see that the rice is already cooking. It's only been like 5 minutes. I was waiting for it to come to a nice full boil so that I could cover it and lower the heat. But I gotta mix in that rice. I could feel it sticking a little bit to the bottom. You don't want that. So there you go. I could feel the middle is good. Nothing is sticking there. I don't want it to burn. Okay, so I'm waiting for it to dry up a little, okay? Honestly, let it dry up just a little bit and then I can cover it because I feel like this is too wet and I don't want to wind up with some sticky rice. I want it really nice and loose, so let's just wait a few more minutes and it will continue to soak up some of that goodness there. Just pick up the meat and put it on the top. Put the rice on the bottom. That's looking good. It's almost there. I'm just waiting to see no more liquid on the top. When I don't see any more liquid on the top, then that's a good sign for me to cover it up. And then just let it cook with a little bit of drippings that it has. So it's going nice, very nice. And it stands up perfect. Yes, perfect rice. No, it would stand up, but there's just so much meat, it'll keep it up. So that works with white rice. They say the perfect rice is when you could put a spoon in it and it stands up in the middle, but you have the chicken to hold it up. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna leave it just like this right now because it's gonna need that little bit of liquid, and I'm gonna lower the flame. I'm gonna shut it off, cover it, and lower it to like a medium, and then I'm gonna check it in about 10 minutes to see what it looks like, okay? So let's leave it covered and I'll be back in 10 minutes. Hi everybody. I know I just left you, not even like maybe 6 minutes ago. See? Okay, let's not do that again, okay? Let's leave it covered till it cooks. It needs about 10 to 15 minutes so it can cook up, okay? I just called you in here because I wanted to show you that I feel like eating some cucumber salad to the side. Sounds so yummy, right? So let me get my cutting board. And I'm going to take this cucumber and I'm just going to slice it up. I'm going to cut it right here, like half of it. Then I'm going to peel this little wrapper because it's very contained in here. Let me see if I can cut it up this way. Oh, it smells so fresh. I love cucumbers. They're so refreshing. Very refreshing. Okay, here we go. Very nice. I'm going to give it a wash and then I'm just going to cut that little part out because I don't like the way it looks. I'm going to save the nice one for later because it's going to be there longer. So, okay, so let me see if I find, hold on 1 second. I'm looking for my peeler. All right, I can't find it. I'm not looking. There's my cucumber. And like I said, I'm just going to cut off. Can you see me? Hi. Okay, so I'm going to cut off this piece right here because it looked like it was going bad. I don't like that piece. It looks mushy. That's okay. See? Nice. All right, I'm going to cut the little end, the little nub, and this is perfect, okay? So I'm going to use this, and what I'm going to use is my my slicer. I want to see how they come out first. You just go like this. Yeah, that's too thin. This is like paper thin. That won't work. Let's do it a little bigger. Okay, let's try this. Okay, perfect size. So I'm gonna make a salad. Getting to the end, and you can't do no more. This thing is so sharp, I'm afraid I'm just gonna use it. But very refreshing. It goes good with rice. So what I'm gonna do to this is I'm gonna put this over there. Now let me find my olive oil. It's always hiding. I have a cute little bottle of oil and I don't know where it is. Honestly, I'm scanning my kitchen. I can't find it. I'm gonna have to go in with the big one. Okay, that's not a problem. So what I want to do to here is I want to add a little bit of olive oil. Like that. I didn't really add a lot. Just to give it a nice little coating because I just love olive oil. Alright, so we have some olive oil there. And I'm going to put a little salt on it. A little bit of salt. Yeah, that's good. See? Just some salt. And oil. And I'm going to add 1 little capful of white vinegar. Just because it gives it a nice refreshing flavor. So that's all I'm gonna add to it. A little bit of oil and a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of oil. So now I'm gonna get my spoon and let me give it a little toss. Okay, fork will work. So there we go. Hey, come back here, you sly little fox. All right, look how delicious. And a nice olive oil with just a little touch of salt. That's all you need. You could, if you wanted to, for it to be greener, you could add a little bit of parsley on top, or some of my leaves over there, the basil. But you know what? I think this tastes just fine, just like that. So I'm gonna leave that to the side, with the exception of this one, because this one looks like it's not complete circles. Gotta go. All right. I said don't uncover it. I'll be back. Okay, so it's been exactly 15 minutes, okay? So, vamos a ver. Let's see what it looks like. It's still bubbling, but I think that this is ready. Let's give it a mix and find out. Yes. This rice is ready. See? It's perfect. It's so perfect. Okay, so this is good. It's not as grainy as I wanted it to be, just a little bit, as you could see, but it's ready. And I'm hungry, so let's serve a plate. Oh, remember how I made my cucumber salad? I remember that I still had some leftover beets. So I just took that and put it on the side because I love beets. So we got that. That's a good treat. Remember that I got this from the from all the vegetables that I got from the City Harvest, and I boiled them up. I mean, I didn't boil them up. I put them in the oven. So I still had them. I was eating them a few times. There's only a little bit left, and I'm going to enjoy that today. Let's get a plate. Okay, so let's eat. So let's get a piece of chicken, because, like, that's the first thing in the way right there, chicken. All right, you don't want to get out? All right, go this way. Okay. Look at all the little beans in there. Feasted. See all these little pieces always fall out. That's okay. That's the best part, right? So I took it right from the middle, because I know that that's definitely cooked. We're going to add one more little leg in there. Now that looks delicious. Doesn't that look good? I wish I can give you guys some. So let's get a little bit of rice right here in this corner. And I think that's delicious as it is. And where's my beans? I don't see any beans in there. Gotta show some pretty beans for the picture. Ah, beautiful. All right, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna add a little bit of these veggies to the side. Like that. That's nice little veggies on the side, because you gotta have your veggies. And I'm gonna add my my beets. And this is my serving. Ooh, 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 delicious serving. Look at that. I don't know if anybody likes cucumbers. I know I love them. But this is it. This is my recipe, my chicken and rice. 35-minute meal and you're done. I hope you like this recipe. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Let me know that you like it. I don't read your mind. Babies, I cannot read your mind. So let me know if you like this recipe and if you'll try to do it. And comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do all the buttons, okay? You know how it is. All those buttons. And share it. So I hope you like it. I hope everybody has a blessed Monday evening. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys. The yumminess.